I think what we're discovering is that leadership happens at all levels in education, and especially to make progress on closing this education gap. There's never been a greater time for more courageous leadership, sort of right where education's happening. So reflect on that. I know you've spent a lot of time and energy in improving yourself as a leader, and you have a strong philosophy about education. So share that with us in terms of what motivates your leadership philosophy in education.
Well, I think we're always learning. I mean, we are in a different century now, and for some reason we don't seem to acknowledge that. We want the old answers to fit for new kids, new parenting styles, new teaching. We want to keep things as they are, and then when they're off, we want to reform them. And it's like, why don't we learn? Why don't we look and say, this is a whole new way of doing things. I'd like to really see more connection to the universities. They used to have an influence on education. They were the ones that did the research. They did the training of the teachers. Those were the ones where you got the psychology influences on education, the development, educational development, child development. We don't hear from them anymore. Now we hear more from business. We hear the business leaders, we hear politicians, we hear the union officials, but we don't really hear about the things that make us better with educating children. And it is a whole process. It's a whole child, it's a whole school, it's a whole community. I found that, for instance, everybody in our building is involved in educating the children. For instance, we don't even use the word janitor, we say custodian, caretaker, because the custodians are part of this too. The people in the lunchroom are part of this too, because what you eat is important. We don't have red meat in our lunch program, for instance. There's no pop in our school. So the people in the lunchroom care about that and honor that and make sure that that is honored by everybody. The custodians, they may go to camp with us and teach the kids how to fish. You know, it's a part of your school is a community as well, and it has its own culture that derives from the way you communicate, the things that are in your building, the color of the walls, if there's paintings on the wall, those kind of things really matter. I think right now, we're again coming from business, politics, and so forth, and we're very, very concerned about these test scores. We're very, very concerned about what we think kids don't know. I think that if we could move into what they do know and what they could teach us, I think it would be a lot more fulfilling for everyone. The scores are really business related. They're published. There's a business that's involved in that. Then there are solutions to the children who don't score well. There's programs to be purchased for that. And that's okay. I'm not, that's okay. That's the entrepreneurial way. That's okay. But there's something bigger here. And I think by targeting, especially cities, and saying, oh, there's an achievement gap, testing may prove that there is some disparity as far as scores are concerned. But I don't really believe that the way we're analyzing those scores is completely credible. I think there's some other things. I'd love to see, for instance, this whole region. I think if we really all sat down together, we would all say the same things about the kids, the same thing. We'd have the same opinions about the kids, the same opinions about parents, teachers, administrators, the system, testing. We'd all say the same thing. I'm so sure of that.